Welcome back. We are live in Cleveland, where Notre Dame is now less than 2 hours away from tip-off in the Sweet 16 against the Wichita State Shockers. I'm joined now by Will Kunkel, a colleague of mine who works for our sister station KWCH in Wichita. Will, you obviously know this team very well. As we break down the matchup, what about the Shockers do Notre Dame fans need to be aware of tonight?
They're three guards, Sakale Cotton, Ron Baker, and Fred Van Vliet, I think are arguably the three best guards in the entire country. Obviously, anyone could say otherwise. Kentucky's so big, and we'll worry about that coming down the road, but they're so good, and Fred Van Vliet, I think, is the best point guard in America.
He'll be going up against Demetrius Jackson, the Mishawaka native who runs the show for the Irish. We hear a lot about their defense. Butler played good, strong defense against the Irish. I hear that's going to be a similar thing tonight to expect.
So Wichita State, they don't play like West Virginia. It's not a full court press in order to turn you over. It's more of a soft press. They just kind of hurry you up and force you in the half court to start your offense with about 25 seconds on the clock, and you waste about 10 seconds trying to get it up. They don't try to force turnovers, so it's not a hardcore in your face pressure. It's a soft defense that just makes you hurry up and hustle.
Not a lot of open looks then for the Irish outside,
yeah,
probably.
They'll get their hand in your face. I mean, they'll get you like that. So you're not going to be able to see. And I hear that's the key with Notre Dame, to not let them spot up and knock them down, because if they want to, they will.
At all times, they're going to have at least 3 shooters on the floor, if not 4. Notre Dame does have a little bit more size on the inside. Does that play in their favor?
I want to say yes, because the Shockers aren't known for their inside game with Darius Carter and Shaq Morris, and they were also born with 2 fouls. So the whistle has already blown 3 or 4 times today on them, and we haven't even hit tip. But they've been winning with their guard play all year long, and they don't change to adjust to what the other teams do. They just do what they do really, really well, and that's rely on their guard play. So I don't think the forwards are going to be a huge factor. They might, but they don't play down lows, and they just do what they do well.
And quickly, before I let you go, how much is experience playing? Obviously, this is a nucleus of guys that went to a Final Four 2 years ago.
We actually saw that experience really well against Kansas, because that game got really hyped up. It got really excited in Omaha. They hadn't played in the tournament since '81. It was the first time they played in '93. And Fred Van Vliet, the point guard, they're always so even keel. It's like Joe Flacco. Like, whether you score a touchdown or you throw your 8th pick, you don't know whether he's excited or he's upset, and they're just so level, and it's like John Wooden said, they hustle, but they don't hurry. They're really good in that manner.
All right, well, real quick before we go, I'm supposed to put a friendly wager on this. So, loser wears the winner's garb of choice.
Yeah, I hear you have some.
I've got a Notre Dame shirt you can put on in a couple hours when this is over. How's that?
Done, whatever you say.
All right. Again, that's Will Kunkel, sports reporter from our sister station in Wichita, with a little insight into what tonight's game will probably look like when the Irish and Shockers meet a little bit more than 2 hours from now. Brick, Ben?
Yeah, Will, look good in blue and gold.
I think so, yeah.
Thanks, Pete. All right.